The reformed Arewa Youth Council of Nigeria has raised concern over an alleged plot by Rotimi Amaechi and Attahiru Bafarawa to destabilize President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. At a press conference on Tuesday, the group claimed that the trio is working together with foreign elements and other national and international disgruntled elements to replicate the undemocratic overthrow of democratically elected authority in parts of the sub-region. The alleged plot is said to involve the stockpiling of sophisticated firearms, covert actions, and massive protests across the northwest, starting from Bafarawa village and spreading to Sokoto, Zamfara, and other states. The national president, Bilal Abdulahi, also claimed that Amaechi is providing resources for Bafarawa, who is in turn funding and mobilizing Shinkafi to run a campaign of calumny against the administration.
There are evil and sinister plots by Rotimi Amaechi, Attahiru Bafarawa, and Sani Abdullahi Shinkafi to destabilize President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration and by using subterfuge and undemocratic means to overweigh the legitimately constituted democratic governments of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This individual, acting together with foreign elements and other national and international disgruntled elements of state destabilization, have perfected an insidious and unpopular means to replicate the undemocratic overthrow of legitimately constituted, democratically elected authority which took part in some parts of the sub-region. We have it on very good authority and credible information that the sinister plots will include massive stockpile of sophisticated firearms and a means of attack and covert actions intended to lead to bloodshed orchestrated by several clandestine attacks and insurrections at different strategic parts of the country. Part of the plot is the new mischievous and evil-laden triangle where Amaechi is providing resources for former Governor Attahiru Bafarawa of Sokoto State, who is in turn funding and mobilizing Sani Abdullahi Shinkafi to run a campaign of calumny against the administration.
The reformed Arewa Youth Council of Nigeria called on security agencies to investigate the matter immediately and take decisive actions against the alleged plotters. The group, however, urged youth, religious organizations, and lovers of peace and democracy to stand against the alleged plot and support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration in his efforts to reform the country.
This is eloquently evident in the public outrage and insidious instigation carried out recently by the trio using the public press and media. It is clear that their intention and their several meetings is aimed at intimidating the governments of President Tinubu and their various organs of government, and the citizens feel that the government and her various organs are not doing sufficient enough to take the people to prosperity. This is a matter of utmost state security concern. Its propensity and devastation can never be imagined. The country and indeed national security is under serious threat by activities of this marauding tripartite, and we cannot fold our arms until we submerge or overweigh by the evil machination and subterfuge. We therefore call on the Nigerian security agencies to rise up and investigate them immediately and to take the urgent and divisive actions. Promptly investigated and arrest these shenanigans and sour losers and let them pay dearly for their actions. We call on the youths, religious organizations, and all lovers of peace and public order, and indeed all lovers of democracy and the principle of the rule of law and the protection of the sanctity of the democratic process and tenet to stand against these seditious and divisive acts and intentions of a very few unpopular and undemocratic disgruntled elements who will stop at nothing to be in power. This is nothing short of an attempt to overweigh and possibly topple a democratic institution. It is treasonable felony and must be resisted with all necessary state powers. We further call on the youth groups, women groups, and various societies to shun their evil triangle of destabilization against the federal government of Nigeria. It is clear that ever since their shameful and incontrovertible defeat at the polls by the president, these three elements have not hidden their hates and disdain, but for the persons and organs of the various governments.